Hi, my name is Jeff and welcome back to my workshop. Today we're continuing work on the Proto 2000 F3A&B set. You can see this is where we're going for on the B unit. We've got most of the masking done. We do need to finish that up, and that's what we're going to be doing today. And that'll allow us to paint the red. You noticed on the picture there was a red stripe, just the rivet line is painted in here. So we've masked the top of the model and we've masked under the rivet line. I'm using 2mm Tamiya tape to mask under the rivet line because it seemed to be the right distance to match the width on the other. A very fine, very thin masking tape, but it worked well. I also need to mask the very ends because on the previously modeled version of this paint scheme, those were gray. The red stripe ended just before you got to the end rails. So just put a piece of tape on here and very carefully lay it into place and then burnish it down. And do the same thing on the other side, other end. That finishes this car. For the A unit, I still need to get the stripe under the rivet lines in here on this side. I've got the other side done, but there's still some open spots here. You want to make sure we get those covered, so I'll take care of that real quick. Again, taking your time to do this to make sure you're not getting tape into an area that you want the new color. Helps create a better paint job when you're done. And making sure everything's sealed down also will help. If something doesn't look right on the masking, then it won't look right on the finished paint job. Now we're just going to use this thin tape again and get that right up under there. And I start by positioning one end and then working my way down and getting it lined. And then wrap it around to the nose door where the stripe end. Actually, when we look at this, we're going to take a quick look at at a photo of the previously painted locomotive in this scheme on the A unit, because I want to see where that top red stripe ends. And I'll show you a copy of that in a minute, but need to get everything lined up. Found a little gap in here that's not quite where we want it, so we're going to get some tape in there if we need to. And just want to make sure I push everything down. I don't want any air bubbles in there or anything like that. So here's the completed unit, and you'll see the red stripe just covers at the top, just goes the length of the rivet line, so it ends at the door. So we're going to put some tape on that, finish that up with a little bit of the little wider tape. We'll use the 10mm for that to overlay the strip. Got it painted, and I did put a coat of gray paint primer underneath it, the same gray that was used on the base color to seal the tape edge. I let that dry, and then I applied the red. And now let's demask it and see what we've got. One thing you'll notice is as I remove the tape, I try and pull it straight back so I get a good crisp angle on it. So far looks good. That's good. We're going to get the other side pulled apart, and then we'll start working on the A unit as well. The next step on this is going to be to mask everything that's painted so we can paint the black roof. That'll also include the grills on the side. Before I do that, I'm going to have to install those, so that will be in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please make sure you subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Also share it and comment and let me know what you think. Let me know if you think there's things I could do differently or would look better if I did differently. I'd love to hear from you. So next up will be to get the black done, and I will get that done while we are before the next video, so when that's done, that paint will be dry and we can start working on detailing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.